intense. Fang Bo is so strong. Lin Wenru, so strong. And yeah, I'm sure everyone watching will agree with me.
And the formats help, I think, to create that intensity and that question mark even over what's going to happen. Best of 5. We've just seen a match that was reasonably close between Chen and Do in terms of the counters over the table and the rallies, yet the score was 3-0. So this sort of format can create that pressure. It can be done and dusted. If you don't come out of the blocks, if you're not performing, you actually don't have much time to correct, which I think adds an extra dynamic. I think it's exciting. I think it's something to engage with. Hopefully the fans appreciate that too. And yeah, let's see how this one unfolds.
They sure do. Now these two have only ever played once, with Lin Wenru winning that head-to-head. And yeah, going to be interesting here. So Lin Wenru defeated Fang Bo at the China Open in 2018. Lin Wenru's coach here has got a Red Bull. Oh no, Lin's drinking it. That's interesting. I got a Red Bull too. Fantastic.
Keep the energy going.
Yeah. So let's find out who's going to serve.
Blue. Service or receive? Service. Okay, service. Okay.
So
none of the players have changed where they are. None of them have said, yeah, I'm going to change ends. So a warm-up. Fang Bo, yeah, what a final that was in 2015 in Suzhou, the World Championship final 5 years ago. Incredible dynamic topspins away from the table.
It was relentless, and here he is then. He's 28 years old. His world ranking is 258. That's because he hasn't played many tournaments. However, his world ranking has been in the top 5. I mean, Fang Bo could go all the way. He can win this whole event. He's that good. And the same with Lin Wenru. An unbelievable player, left-handed. He's so calm.
Very level-headed.
Very level-headed.
Man. Stays calm, as you say, Dan.
And he's currently world ranked at number 7. He's doing very well. He's won 3 events. And I'm interested to see how Fang Bo is going to be able to handle Lin Wenru. How he's going to cope with that sort of style of play. And here we have the heads up. 11 years pro, Fang Bo. Only 5 years pro, Lin Wenru, but he has sure made a big dent on the international scene in the last 5 years, hasn't he?
And there you go, there's a difference in years. Pro is a little bit different, but yet they've both made top 10s in the world rankings. So one similar, one not so similar. Really interesting.
I feel like Fang Bo, you know, there's so many players on the Chinese national men's team. Fang Bo's, he's been in there, he's been out of it, you know, he's been that sort of level.
So many good young players coming through, keeping China at the top of the world rankings, challenging to hold those positions. Some do, of course.
Stop. Stop.
So it'll be really interesting just to see how they settle in with one another.
Fang Bo versus Lin Wenru. First game, Fang Bo to serve, love all.
Again, Fang Bo has been in the arena. Beat Robert Gardosh of Austria 3-1 yesterday. Looked reasonably solid. Let's see if he can continue here today.
One love.
An interesting serve to start the match off. A long, fast serve down the line. Lin Wenru came in for the flick. Fang Bo knew he was going to do that, so he thought, oh, chucking a long serve. Oh, again, look how far Lin Wenru steps around for that backhand flick. His left leg's in the forehand corner. Stunning, and we're seeing that with many left-handed players. Lin Gao Yan, and many more.
2-1.
Just clip the net.
Yeah, Lin uses a lot of the backhand and the bananas and the flicks from the forehand. Formidable.
2-all.
See the angle of his wrist again as he goes through on the backhand. You know, banana flicks and so on.
Yeah, using so much wrist and coming around the side of the board to pick up that backspin.
3-2.
There it is again. That time it didn't pay off. Just goes long.
Degree standing Lin on the receive. He's actually in the middle of the table, so of course 99 times out of 100, maybe that's too high. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna move with the backhand receive.
And I think Fang Bo served very cleverly so far. Heavy backspin, it's forced 2 errors from Lin. Lin's not really found the table at the minute. 5-2 to Fang Bo, he's been solid. Lin will need to land these shots.
Nice. Feeling on the backhand.
Don't touch the table. Ling Yun rule.
Counter topspin.
5-3.
Lin just getting a warning from the umpire not to touch the table. It's due to the COVID pandemic, of course. Players sweating out there, putting the effort in. Customary to wipe the table, trying to avoid any additional contact, of course. The table's being cleaned in between matches, as is all the surroundings. Slick operation to ensure international table tennis takes place.
Yeah, clever serve there from Fang Bo. He's really mixing it up short into the forehand of Lin Wenru or long down the line to the backhand. He knows that Lin Wenru's trying to get that backhand flick in, so he's got to keep mixing it up. And this short game is absolutely key between these two players.
4-7.
So Fang Bo read the serve came half long, just slightly rushed it at the final end of his technique.
Let.
Yeah, very solid from Fang Bo so far. He hasn't had to really, you know, he hasn't had to hit world-class shots to win the points. You know, he's been solid. That's good.
8-5.
Lin's movement, when he takes the backhand receive and then he moves back round so quickly, so then he's into the forehand position, watch him here, but he's also blocking there, and then he's playing the forehand. Great movement, control.
Yeah, and also staying at the table. Fang Bo's dropping off quite quickly. You know, the new score players are just not dropping back, and that's a great touch there from Lin Wenru. We saw on that camera angle there how tight it was to the net. Chiseled with backspin. It's not just about the big forehands and backhands, it's the intricate touches around the table that makes these players world class, keeps them at the top of the game.
6-9.
Yeah, good receive there from Fang Bo. Spun in the half-long ball. Read it well. If he'd have pushed that, Lin would have got in first. So Fang Bo read it, got the spin in. He's now got a 9-6 lead.
Nice spin into the forehand. Change of serves or similar to before? Fast one.
Yeah, it's a clever serve, isn't it?
Following those up well, you know, he really sets himself. If he's going to go long, he's always on high alert for that counter topspin. He's done that well, Fang Bo. 10-7, 3 game points. Game 1, best of 5.
11-7.
Only one needed, Johnny. Fang Bo takes the opening game, 11-7. You can see that strong serve into the forehand this time of Lin Wenru, mixing it up well, keeping Lin guessing, and as a very, very solid set from Fang Bo. Didn't really give Lin Wenru much. He wasn't very comfortable. He's mixing it up and yeah, solid.
He did look solid there, Fang Bo. Didn't really look stretched at all. Looked in control of what he was trying to do. So best of 5, there we are. We've just completed 1, so player to reach 3. And that player who is successful will pocket $5,000 and go into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal win match is $12,500. Semi-final win is $17,500. And the final, when we get to Sunday, $25,000. Undefeated champions have the chance to win a minimum of $85,000 US, $800,000 US up for grabs between the men's and women's events here. Both events have a prize pot of $400,000 US. Let's see if anything changes on the tactics here now, Dan.
Yeah, it will be interesting indeed.
Maybe not. Maybe game 1 was just a more around. Again, coming into the match. Lin there, his first match. Fang Bo has played Robert Gardosh yesterday.
One all. Net.
Oh, aggressive.
One.
Yeah, textbook. You see Fang Bo's eyeing that up. Quality serve, got the loose ball, and third ball attack out wide. Very Ma Long that is. This.
Yeah, absolutely. He looks focused like Ma Long, Fang Bo right now.
Very similar generation, Fang Bo, Ma Long. There was big rivalry there. Obviously, as you said, in 2015, World Championship finalist, Fang Bo. Slightly different to the newer generation of backhand to backhand. Fang Bo's got the forehand. You see he's trying to look to get that forehand in quite often, whereas Lin Wenru would have probably played a backhand there.
Yep.
Or the new youngsters, the Fan Zhendongs, the Fang Bo, more of a traditional forehand player. Oh, what an angle.
Backhands as well.
Yeah, he can, yeah.
That's a great guided off the side block. Look at his body position. The ball's actually beyond him to the left-hand side. Guides that ball back on the angle. Beautifully played. He looks very composed, very comfortable, Fang Bo, out there at the moment. Sometimes you see him playing, he gets a little bit frustrated with himself, or he looks a little bit distracted sometimes. But here right now, he looks really on it. He looks hungry. He looks determined to make an impact here in Macau.
Absolutely, it's fresh, isn't it? World Table Tennis Macau. Fang was thinking, you know what? I want to give this a go. I just say the different formats, the different innovations. Some players may really get sparked for this type of event. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. 3-all. Game 2.
4-3.
There's a great backhand there from Fang Bo. He knew Lin Wenru was about to flick that, just prepared for it, controlled backhand counter, wins the point, 4-3.
3-5.
I'm not sure if Lin always needs to keep coming around with that backhand. He could use a forehand receiver every now and then to mix it up, just change the pattern slightly. That's nice.
Let. 4-5. Five all.
Yeah, Lin Wenru pressure in there, staying at the table. Fang Bo's just dropping off a bit too far. And that's giving Lin time to pressure Fang Bo to force the error. Locked in, 5 points apiece.
Let. 5 all.
I am interested to see how Fang Bo serves as this match progresses, just in terms of the way Lin is coming around on the backhand flick all the time. Fang Bo has done the fast serve down the line.
There it is there, Johnny.
Again. He is mixing that up. He's trying to keep Lin honest over there so that he doesn't just continually come across.
What's absolutely incredible, I know Lin just clipped the edge there, is when Fang Bo is doing the fast serve down the line, Lin is still able to get to that ball and put quality on it, put good purchase on the ball. Oh, yeah.
6 all.
Now that's just fantastic from Fang Bo. He's waiting for him to do that flick and then execute it down the line. Look at this, look at the angle.
So this is exactly the sequences that he's got in his mind. The serve that he's going to play, knowing what Lin's going to do. I think Lin's a little bit limited here. I think it's too predictable.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you have to change it. Go for the touch, go for the chop feel, go for a little bit of a forehand. But fair play to Fang Bo, that's exactly what I was thinking. You know, how's he going to deal with it? How's he going to draw Lin in?
Yeah.
And how's he then going to play his third ball? And he's played a couple of cracking points there, Fang Bo.
Yeah, he's taking his time. His shot selection right now is very good. He's not over forcing the ball. And he's just taking each point at a time in a minute, and his process to it is paying off. As we know, though, with this event, world table tennis, anything can change very quickly.
6 all.
Before you know it, you're 2-0 down, or you're in the 5th decider.
Lin always still calm, relaxed, very impressive. Great trait to have. And for someone so young, it's very good.
I couldn't agree anymore. His persona and personality is so calm, even in the most pressured situations. This time it's Fang Bo coming around with the backhand flick.
He's changing it well.
Yeah, he's mixing up very well, isn't he? Sometimes he's forehand opening, sometimes he's backhand using the backhand flick. Now we're in at 7-all.
Let's see what 2 serves he can conjure up now, Fang Bo. Interesting here now, once again. 7 apiece.
Let. Eight, 7.
That was better in a sense from Lin, that it was a different receive, but just a little bit loose, and
Yeah, slightly went long.
Fang just pounced. Look, great movement to pick that ball up, just drifting off the end of the table.
So we've got a timeout here. Lin's got to gather his thoughts. This game is very important. Lin wins it, he's backing it, it's 1-all, pressure's in. Fang Bo might start getting a bit edgy. Fang Bo takes this game, he's going to feel very confident at 2-0 up.
I think it's also the reason for the timeout, you know, the nature of the last point. Ball drifted a little bit longer from Lin, and Fang has absolutely nailed it, you know. So the two differences in the two players in that 1 point would suggest that, you know, Lin needs to say, okay, let me get a break here, because otherwise Fang's going to run away with this a little bit. He's on fire, he's picking off those loose balls.
Yeah, Lin's got to get that quality attack in and get Fang Bo to play passive and drop off. When Lin is getting his attacks in and he's pressuring early on, Fang Bo is dropping back.
8, 7. 7-9.
And there's that Fang Bo forehand.
He's really getting it in really a lot, which is, you know, testament to him in terms of his strategy around this match. Lin somehow got to prevent him from doing right there, just like that.
It all stemmed from that long, fast serve, and it's his backhand flick he's doing. If he's committing too much to this flick the whole time on the receive, he's going to get caught out, and that's what happened. Okay, that was nice. A slightly different serve there as well from Lin. Ball set up, a very aggressive flick.
This one's close. The outcome of this game could dictate the match, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
10-8.
Yeah, Fang Bo, he's playing some good table tennis. He deliberately did that push there. He mixed it up, he did a short touch, digged it quickly to Lin. Love that camera angle. Wow.
Just how Lin didn't quite make it back in time for the full backhand.
Yeah, slightly late on it.
10-9.
Oh, what a time to serve into the net. Someone so experienced, it can happen to anybody. Now calling timeout, maybe lost a little bit of concentration there.
Yeah, he's also, you know, you might be thinking, oh, you know, Lin's coming around on that backhand now. I need to try and get the wide angle, and so there is a bit of pressure there as well from Lin, always trying to come around. I think we're probably going to see. I mean, what do you reckon? A long, fast serve from Fang Bo? Maybe not.
I know, it's a good call. Will he go for it? I think there's a good chance he will, because he knows that he's going to get the long topspin roll response. And that's what he's been doing well. He's been picking that up on the third ball, very strong, particularly on the forehand. I think it's a good chance. Or is that too predictable?
So yeah, I agree with you. I think it'd be great. I think yeah. But I don't know, Johnny. Let's see what happens here. It's exciting.
It is.
Because it's a tricky one.
It is.
What do you do?
It's worked for him so far, so do you go for it?
Yeah.
Or do you try to
9.
counteract that with something a little bit different?
Here we go. Game point, Fang Bo.
He went for the reverse.
That was clever, yeah.
That was a little bit. It was a little bit different, but it was the same sort of response he wanted. The roll, receive. He didn't quite commit to it there.
So game decider, only 1 point wins it.
The tension. It's a big one, this.
Oh,
Fang Bo's really rifled into that one.
yeah, all over it. Read the half long, straight in. That point was massive. Here it is again here. Serve just drifted long, Fang Bo sniffed it in. 2-0 up. I mean, it's amazing, just 1 point in it. If Lin would have got that, would a whole different game here. But there we see on the score sheet, 11-7, 11-10. So Fang Bo will be happy with that. I think we're going to see a bit. He's going to look a little bit more relaxed in this next game. Might start swinging a few more shots, but I mean, so far he's played a very, very solid game, Johnny.
I think so. I think the long serves that he's been doing, Lin's been giving him the long receive. I think Fang has been really up for it and really attacked it. And then when he's served short and Lin's come in and flicked that one from the middle, Fang's equally been sharp to that one and attacked it. So the way the points have been rolling out here and developing, I think certainly favour Fang more. Lin just not as sharp. Is that because this is his first match out?
Third game.
Potentially, and
Love all.
I think Fang Bo's just got his tactics on absolute point. With that full serve, yeah, really good tactics. Has happened twice now, but Fang Bo's trying to get the right angle placements because he does know if it goes loose this serve, Lin will get in strong on it. Like that.
Exactly like that. Now Yeah, see what Lin now does. How does he play himself really back into this match?
It's very good stuff there from Lin. As soon as Lin does get the quality ball, Fang Bo is drifting back. You see here, that good flick. Fang Bo drops off.
Ah, beautiful backhand.
And this is the quality of Lin. We've had 4 loose balls here from Fang Bo. Lin's 4-0 up. Capitalised very well on it.
Love 5.
Love 5. Not the start Fang would have wanted.
This is the amazing thing with this event, Johnny. If Lin would have won that game decider, it'd have been 1-0, 6-0 up. What a different game.
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Totally.
It's incredible, really.
It's once again those fine margins. And interestingly, on the psychological side of it, both of those scenarios, how good you feel about one or the other. You know, you're 2-0 down, or you're 1-1 and 6 and going into the lead then effectively. All on 1 point back then on the game decider.
That's it, that's it. You know, Fang Bo might have relaxed a little bit as well. He's going 2-0 up. He might have thought, oh, that's better, you know, I'm 2-0 now. Lin's come off going, I need to win a set. Come on, I need to win a game.
Oh, yes, great stuff. Fang Bo's back from the table, getting good depth on those lobs. That one's a little bit short. Oh, he's coming back into it.
Amazing. That was very Xu Xing-like. Away from the table, scooping the forehand in. Here it is.
Great movement, great feeling.
8-2.
So Lin really has responded well. Staying calm, cool, not loads of emotions as yet.
It all started from Fang Bo's fault receive and a couple of loose balls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lin then got the lead and, you know, yeah, he's just on form right now. 10-2, 8 game points. And this can turn into a very different match now.
Oh, a different proposition.
Yeah, and Lin actually used the forehand receive there.
Very strong third game from the player from Chinese Taipei. Takes the third game very comfortably indeed, 11-2. Brings one back. Needs 2 in a row to win the match. This battle 2 to take a place in the quarterfinal. Fang requires 1. He'd like it to be this one. He'd like it to be done and dusted, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a big change in events there. Fang Bo was a lot. He was very loose in that set, and Lin capitalised. Interesting to see how Fang Bo now takes his second set. And here's the great to have some spectators here. The young children loving the table tennis.
Great to see the kids in.
Probably a school trip.
Yeah, see these global stars. Obviously, social distance and not so many spectators allowed in these days around the world in different countries. Hopefully we can return to full stadia very soon. But yeah, good to see the kids hopefully inspiring the next generation of table tennis stars.
Not a bad school trip, is it? Watching world table tennis?
Decent.
Love all.
So with the serve now, this is going to be fascinating. Is Lin going to come all the way back? We've seen it done before.
Yeah,
certainly we had some real crackers.
Love 1.
That mid-distance play from Fang Bo. They so far back from the table, whipping the ball in, just clipped the net at the end. Lin still stuck his ground. He stayed at the table. That's going to help him later on, I think. Lin staying at the table, pressuring.
1-all.
That's a very good serve there. I feel like it came half long. Fang Bo should have looked to get in first, really.
Two, 1.
Yeah, heavy topspin there from Fang Bo. Laced with topspin. Lin just on the stretch.
Let. 2-1. One, 3. Two, 3.
Again there, Lin, dominant, staying at the table, counter top spinning Fang Bo's forehand. And really now pressuring Fang Bo and feel like he's got the tactics locked in here. Lin's a lot more comfortable.
4-2.
Oh,
4-3.
there's that long fast serve from Fang Bo again, but Lin's clawed it back. It's actually phenomenal how well he's getting to that ball because he's stepping around for a flick and then able to recover and play that backhand topspin.
Let.
Well, Fang Bo went for it again. He's really breaking up the game by doing this. Very clever tactics. He's thought about this well, even going into this match. Fang Bo did the long fast serve on the very first point.
4-all.
That's they're a bit too weak. Lin's in on it. But what a shift in game styles over the last few years. These young players coming through with this style, so aggressive at the start of the point. We see it from Harimoto, Lin Gao Yan, Lin Winru.
4-5.
Nice shot there from Fang Bo. Just drops off to give himself time. Here it is again. So Lin's flick. And yeah, Fang Bo doesn't need to play too hard on the ball. He can take his time. Lin can flick and then he can play out to the corner.
5-all.
Five. Now that's a fantastic serve. Johnny, you like that when players do that. They mix it up, do a serve from the forehand. This time Fang Bo did a reverse serve from the forehand corner, just to make Lin think a bit more, and it forced the error.
Very clever, especially at this stage in the match when Lin could be building momentum back in.
Oh, no, but that's a fantastic receive. This time Lin took the pace off it, came around the side of the ball, really awkward, and that's against Fang Bo's reverse serve. So who knows what spin was on the ball after that? It's 6-all, towel down, and a quick chat with the coach. A few little quick tips here. I like this. The players can towel down and just have a quick discussion with their coach.
So 6-6. Really interesting. Again, the format's really fascinating, right? So 6-6, game 4. Lin's a little bit ascendancy here.
Yeah, it sure is.
Point counts.
Be quick. Players, continue.
Will the backhand flicking Lin, will he see it through?
That was interesting there, Johnny. That wasn't even a timeout, and those players were there for about 20 seconds. And the umpire had to call in and say, play, please. So 6-all, all to play for. The next few points are absolutely crucial for either player to get this momentum.
That's a great receive from Fang.
It was just in the right placement for Lin not to be able to flick it.
Very, very good. Very good. Short, precise.
Oh!
8-6.
Fang Bo comes out on top on that one. How he got that wide forehand, I don't know. Look at this cross step. Oh, lunged for the ball.
Then played backhand. Very good top spinning there from Fang. He's set the tone now. Those are two crucial points after that little break with the towels. Now he's got the serve. He's going back to the backhand corner with it.
8-6.
He's really trying to get it tight to that forehand corner, so Lin has to really step around, and then he's got the opening for the backhand. I think we're going to see the long, fast serve here. Maybe not. And I think Lin can use his forehand. He doesn't always need to use that backhand. Use the forehand, and then he'll have more time to recover. Right there.
9-6.
It's clever from Fang, though.
I've got an earpiece in Lin's ear. He can hear what I'm saying. Get that forehand in.
But Fang's trying to tease him around on it, you know. Take him away from that backhand. Take him out of his comfort zone, his normal playing pattern. Fang's looking good here.
Yeah,
he's really going wide on that forehand, on that serve. So Lin's in a bit of a difficult state. There's a long serve.
7,
Lin
9.
reads it. He knew it was coming long that time. Did that touch?
Match points.
Eight, 9.
Ah, must have.
Yeah, he must have touched. Yeah.
Let's just check in on the score there.
A quick refresh.
And let's see.
I believe the score is 9-8. Very good serve there from Lim Rinru. Levels the scoreline. 9-all with a heavy, chiseled backspin serve.
Yep, it must have. So points reversed, and so no match points yet. Could be soon, though. Will be for someone. Or game point for sure. Fang Bo wants match point. If he takes this one, that's exactly what he'll have. Can he use the serve? Oh, he's let it float. Oh, it's come off the net.
10, 9.
That was brutal.
Apologies from Fang Bo there. Oh, Lin did so well to get that one back off the net. There's the apology. What a time to get a ball like that. Yeah. And he is indeed in match point scenario here. 10-9 with the serve. Oh, he served off.
Wow. This is it, Johnny. He's really trying to get that corner. He's worried about Lin coming in with this big flick. So he's trying to make the serve as neat and tight as possible.
Game decider.
Anyone wins this point means a lot for both players.
So could be the match for Fang Bo. Could be 2-2 for Lin Yunru. Here we go. Oh, he's gone for it, Fang, and he's missed it. Lin almost can't believe it.
Absolutely, we're level, we're locked in. It's in the 5th and final game here at World Table Tennis Macau. This is what the fans want. Whew. It's just this is chess. It's such a tactical
topsy-turvy also, right?
Oh.
So sometimes you see the tactics coming out and the points follow, but here we've seen some of the tactics come through, but the points not follow.
Yeah, it's so many little intricate things going on.
Fifth and final deciding game. Who will go through to the quarterfinals? One of these players will. Who will that be? Kids enjoying the action. Maybe future table tennis star amongst them.
Getting some great comments on the YouTube live feed, Johnny. Thanks everyone submitting your comments on the ITTF YouTube live stream. Hope you're enjoying the stream here. Comment below, let us know who you think is going to win. Mark Fleming said the Silent Assassin will take this fifth. Let's see what's in store, let's go.
Fangbo serve, will he mix it up on the first two serves? He certainly doesn't want to serve off. Oh, look at the angle, left-handed, leaning across on the forehand.
Yeah, some angle that, Johnny. You know, Fangbo caught pivoting really. If he'd have played a backhand there, he'd have had the court.
True love.
It's a good play from Lin. But not converted the points yet on that one on the backhand, looking to accelerate. Another little net, maybe clipping it.
Stop.
Just stopping the rhythm.
Score is wrong. 2-1.
Good, clear communication from our umpire.
1-3.
And there's that relentless flick from Lin Winru. Laced with topspin. Also side spin too, he's coming around the side of the ball, and that's why Fangbo couldn't really quite get his forehand on it. Bit too flat, needs to brush the ball a touch more.
He's losing a little bit of his input here, Fangbo.
Net. 1-3.
Yeah, it's been a fine line, hasn't it, Johnny? The tactics of Fangbo serving well to avoid the incoming aggressive shot. But that's where Fangbo is world class. When he gets those shots going, the Ma Long-like backhand to forehand combos, it's very hard for anyone in the world to deal with that.
And he'd forced Lin to play the forehand receive there as well, so clearly that's been something he's been wanting to do. He's had to take risks though, and it's made mistakes. He served off before. Oh, he's away from the table. Lin makes the mistake. It's back at 3-all. 2-2, 3-3.
Couldn't be any closer than this. Very clever from Fangbo. Away from the table on the backhand. Just went for the block shot. Didn't play too hard. Kept the ball in play.
Okay, be quick.
I think he's done well to hang in there, Fangbo. It looked as if it was drifting away from him, but then Lin didn't really capitalise and build the points. Both players have had good phases. This has been a patchy match, I would summarise it as. Some of them moments have been good for one player, not the other, and then vice versa. Neither really building the points. You know, a good point building sequence, 4 or 5 points in a row.
4-3.
Yeah, it's a match about the unforced error rate, who's being consistent. And there's a good serve from Lin Wenru, gets in the flick. There's an example there of an unforced error there. Lin wasn't happy with that. Should have made that, should have landed that shot really. But maybe just didn't convict enough on it. It was slightly passive, a bit nervous. And Fang Bo there dealing with the flick well, recovered. You know, after Lin's doing that flick, Fang Bo's finding the opposite end of the table.
5-4.
Whew, these flicks, so close, back to back.
It's quite tense as well, Dan. You know, there's not much real explosive rallies. It's all being decided in the first 3 or 4 balls within each point. A couple of exchanges a little bit longer, but it's quite tense around the serve receive. There's another one. This time Fang comes in, flicks it.
Yeah, it's very nitty-gritty. What a lovely flick there. I mean, Fang Bo did well. He cut the ball in half, a very good short touch, but Lin's come around the side of the ball to pick up the backspin, and it's kicked through with side spin.
That was really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Did you see it move? Yeah.
Fang's receive was fine.
It was perfect. And this is the thing, Fang Bo a few years ago would have done that receive, probably would have got a pushback. And that's what he's trained. The last 10, 20 years of his career, he's been training that nice touch, but players like Lin Wenru, now the new generation, are able to flick it.
Changes everything completely, right?
Yeah.
Players.
And as you said, I think yesterday, Johnny, the game's evolving. The youngsters are coming up with new tricks, new methods,
That's
new
great.
techniques.
Absolutely. Keep innovating.
Yeah.
Just means we have to try and harder to keep up.
Yeah, we're going to have to get to the training hall tomorrow. I'll give it a practice.
6-all.
Two all, 6 all. What's Fang Bo gonna do now with his serve? Oh, he's just clipped the edge there, Lin. He's apologising.
The nets and edges can make a big difference when it's that close in a match. It can make all the difference from a confidence point of view. That's going to make Fang Bo a bit frustrated, naturally. And he's going to have to serve well here to avoid the incoming silent assassin's flick. There's the flick. Goes long.
7-all.
So Fang Bo didn't go for as much spin on his serve there.
All square again. This is tense. Neither player giving the other one much breathing space. Oh, he set it up to hit the forehand, Lin. Just didn't release. Will he do something different here on this serve?
Oh yeah, that was laced with backspin. Cut it in half, and you can see from that camera angle there, the high toss. And using his wrist to come right under the ball. Using his body as well. It's momentum on the serve. It's 8-all, 2-2 in games. This is anyone's game, Johnny. Whew.
Absolutely. All hinges on the serves.
Oh, wow.
Good change.
Yeah, very clever. Fang Bo, every single point taking place right now has a tactical thought process going into it. Will Fang Bo go for the double long serve? Will he do it again? He's done it again. Oh, he's not paid off that time. Fair play to Fang Bo. I love what he's trying to do here. It's 9-all. Lin Wenru's done so well. This is anyone's game, Johnny.
Experience, having played in a world final before, Fang Bo. And youth and energy. Who will be prevailing? Lin with the serve.
Oh!
Great rally.
Yeah, that's Fang Bo's range as well. But Lin found the middle. Fang Bo kept in play.
Really extends on that forehand technique, Lin. Superb. Great to see it in slow-mo.
And now Lin Wenru has the match point. He was 2-0 down, he's got himself back, he's now got the match point.
Oh, it clipped the net, give Fang enough time to get round on the forehand. Oh, the drama continues. 2 clear points now because it's the decider.
Good
Fifth
point.
game.
I was just about to say, it's 1 point to win it. It's 2 clear points. Wow.
All down to the serve. Will Fang Bo...
Fang Bo can't go for the long serve again, surely.
Or is he going to go the risky one and try and go
it's
for and
tough.
serve off?
Oh, God. Come on.
Quite a lot of pressure on the server here. Normally it's the other way around. Server on the advantage, but Lin creates that pressure because he's got that backhand, which he's missed.
Wow. Long this time with side spin, backspin into the middle. You know, normally players wouldn't do that because they're gonna do a forehand topspin. You know, Lin Wenru could have used the forehand topspin there because his mind is so orientated on the backhand receive. Fang Bo's got himself a match point.
Sure does. Here goes Lin with a serve. What's he gonna conjure up here?
Yeah, that's loaded with topspin, that backhand. So loose. And that is Lin Wenru's bread and butter.
Very calm, very good decision making in the heat of the moment. Match point down. Great serve, great backspin, backhand topspin.
Long serve?
Could be. You're calling it, Dan.
Oh.
11-5.
Yeah, Fang Bo's responding well to that backhand flick. He's serving, he's waiting for that ball to come in, and then he's in with the down-the-line shot, and he's got himself another match point. Breathtaking stuff. Fang Bo takes it. What a match.
Fang Bo win the match.
13-11 in the decider. 3-2. Fang Bo progresses into the quarterfinals here. What a match.
Fantastic. Could have gone either way. Fang Bo looks quite happy, quite relieved, or a little bit mesmerised. I mean, that was the one point where Lin lost a little bit of control. He's gone for quite a wild one, really. Not seen him do that much.
Yeah, that was such a tactical battle. Fang Bo trying to cancel out the flick. That was a really interesting game there. And kind of I'm calling Fang Bo old school, but you know, the forehand dominant player from back in the day has managed to find a way against the young guns with this backhand receive. And look at that scoreline.
Was